You are watching Public Access on Project Alpha. The views expressed in this programming are not the views of Public Access, Project Alpha, Geek and Sundry, Nerdist, Legendary Digital Networks, or the respective parent companies or affiliates. Would you like to host your own show on Public Access? Do you live in the Los Angeles area? Contact us at publicaccess@projectalpha.com to book your programming time today.
It's the Matt Teardrop Show with your host, Matt Teardrop.
Your parents locked you in the closet. They wanted you to be quiet. They thought that you were possessed. They fed you kibbles and beds. I always think about dying. 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 Thank you for coming to the Matthew Teardrop Show, everybody. This one's an original. The cop shined his flashlight on you. He said, "What the hell is wrong with you? You hadn't spoken in so long. You almost forgot how to talk." I always think about dying. 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 Feel free to jump in if you know the words. I need somebody to fix my life. There were some nights when I dreamt you were my wife. I always think about dying. 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 Well, that was great, wasn't it, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to the Matthew Teardrop Show here on Project Something Alpha. We got a great show coming up for you today. It's great to be here in beautiful downtown Burbank. We got a great audience here. Can we get a shout out to the audience out there? I don't know if that's possible. Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's show the audience.
Oh, you can't show them.
Oh, all right. Well, we got the best crew in the biz here. Can we get a shout out to the crew? I don't think we can show the crew on this one. And also got some great co-hosts with me today. To my left is you might know her from Stage and Screen, is Rap Girl. She's a co-host today.
Yeah! I love rap.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Thanks. I'm glad you're excited to be here today. And right next to me we have you might know her from Stage and Screen. She's an activist, actress. She deserves no introduction. It's Karen Centerfold. Legendary Karen Centerfold. Look, Karen, I know, our country right now is in some real turbulent times.
Yes.
And, you know, I don't pay attention to the news much. I'm busy. I've been busy working on this TV show. I don't even know who won the election. But why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
What's going on is that young people, mostly immigrants, are hurt by Mr. President Donald Trump. And I met him in 1982 at Trump Tower.
How'd that go?
He didn't like what I was wearing. He was really fast.
What were you wearing?
A black spandex Lolita outfit with heart-shaped shades, and I went there to ask him, "Do you want to come to a rock and roll concert at CBGB's?" And he said, "Not really." And you know, he wasn't interested in.
What was
in
the concert?
Crowd. The
The
Ramones. Give it up for the Ramones, everybody. You know, that was a long time ago, but what really happened was he offered to run as the president, and nobody at first wanted him except for these redneck Republicans. And then he thought Bernie will get this or Hillary will get this. Hillary couldn't get it because she can't fix the economy, but her heart is good. Bernie Sanders blew it by saying he would not support the Iraq War, and to be a president these days, you have to support. To have some support with the Iraq War.
That's actually true, right?
So what happened was, they urged him to become the president, and he would win. And they tricked. If you people want to know how the Trump supporters tricked everybody, they told all the women, Donald Trump supporters, to say they would vote for Hillary and screwed us around. And Donald Trump at the last few minutes said he would fix the economy. Hillary wouldn't, Obama didn't. So that's pretty much how he got to become the president. And the problem is the whole world is waiting. The whole world is watching and waiting for Donald Trump to get sworn in and to make an apology because Matt,
Yes, Karen.
Donald Trump he could have started the conversation out by saying Mexico is the land of enchantment and Mexican people work
I've never been
so
to Mexico.
terribly hard. Just listen. Mexico is the land of enchantment. Mexicans work very hard and are very compassionate. He didn't do that. He said that Mexicans are nothing but dope dealers, prostitutes, and border problems.
Well, Karen, what about the Electoral College?
What about it?
What is that?
I can't make a comment about that right now, but what I will tell you, Matthew, is that I was in the downtown area on the Wednesday night after the election.
Cross streets.
Right on the City Hall steps, and I was talking to all the 40,000 high school and college students mostly Mexican.
40,000 high school students.
And college students.
And college.
Yes. And I was on the City Hall steps, and I was saying, what is it like for you to wake up in America and know that you have a racist president?
Right.
And they roared for blood. Okay?
Well, that sounds great, Karen.
And
we're going to need to...
And wait a minute.
Yeah.
And they were out for blood. I asked them, you're not going to join all the Trump supporters in New York and all of the New York University students who want to burn down Trump Tower, do you? And they roared for more blood, and then a cop tapped me on the shoulder, said, you can't do that.
They love blood out there on the City Hall steps.
Get down. But of course, there's somebody, very, very famous singer that I want to give credit where credit is due. And that is, if you give it up for the songster himself, who I want to meet, Justin Bieber. Because Justin Bieber turned down $5 million to sing at a Trump function. And
I would gladly.
When he turned it down,
sing at a Trump function.
When Justin Bieber turned that money down, it just goes to show you where people's hearts are and where left-wing people are and what they're going to do. So I want to give a message to Justin Bieber right now. And that message is, Justin, if you're watching right now, I want to give you a reward, and I will put you in the back seat of my car anytime. Anytime at all.
He might do that for $5 million. But speaking of Justin Bieber, we gotta get to our first guest. You know, we're on a limited time here, so we gotta get to our first guest already. He's been waiting here all day to come up on the stage. He's been in the Hollywood business for many years. He's done everything you can do in Hollywood, in front of and behind the camera. Where are you going, Karen? We're in the middle of a show here.
Okay, I'm sorry. Pardon me.
You can go if you need to.
I wanted to take my bra off, but it's okay. I'll stay in here.
All right, whatever you need
I'll
to
stay
do.
right
Karen.
here.
All
Yes.
right.
Go ahead.
You can go.
No. Go ahead.
All right. Well, here he is, everyone. Dave Casella.
Dave Casella. Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Thanks for having me over today.
Oh, thanks for coming to the show, Dave.
Well, it's awesome. I love it. I feel like we're on the, the old, I don't know.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson.
The old show.
Johnny Carson, what's my line? All of those great shows.
Didn't you have a Johnny Carson story for us earlier today in the car?
I can't say that on the air, though.
All right. Well.
Because my dear director would not
right.
approve of it.
Well, it's Dave's turn for questioning.
Yes, Dave.
Speaking of Johnny Carson and great classic TV shows, I know you brought a couple props from some classic TV shows that you've worked on throughout your life.
Well, they were just, I just brought stuff in case you were bringing up somebody. I could say, I worked with whatever, James Cameron, or I worked with.
So you don't want to.
Oh no, I show them, but it wouldn't make sense. It's just out of.
Well, what if you want to tell me what shows they're from? I can try to.
Well, I can show you.
I don't think I'll ever bring
Whisper
up
in my ear.
one of these shows.
Yeah,
And I'll be the one who says.
I would just love to see all these great
I'll
props you
introduce
brought,
them.
Dave.
Well, I feel like what's his name?
Right.
That Carrot Top. He brings props.
Anybody
right?
like props?
Yeah, I love Kurt.
All right. So, in my 20 years in Hollywood, we did a show that based on another show that came out it was filmed in '62, but it came out in '64, and this kind of is from the reality version of that show.
Now, what is that?
Do you need me to Vanna White it for you?
There you go.
Is that Vanna White's IUD or what?
No, I don't. No, it's from Gilligan's Island.
It's an IUD.
It's
Birth control.
Oh,
no, it's
that's not what that is, Karen.
it's
I thought it
it's you put a camera on it. You just if you need a low shot, you could put the camera here.
And that's from the show.
Yeah. So
What's that little
Wow.
inscription on the bottom?
Well,
Dave?
they wouldn't send. We were filming in Mexico, and they wouldn't send us a hi-hat. That's what this is for the camera. And so I made it. I asked the art department to help me, and I designed it, and they all signed it. So
Wow.
Oh.
The whole art department
Yeah.
of the
Gilligan's
Island
the
reality show.
version.
Can we get a shot of the autographs on the bottom of it? The whole art department.
There they are.
All
The
right.
unsung heroes.
The
All right.
unsung heroes for
All
sure.
right.
Here's Marcella, Hanolo, Adolfo, Carlos, and Lucio.
Yeah, so we had a great time, and then we used this, so you got some low
Wow.
shots. Thanks to those guys.
And you could probably use it again if you ever
yeah,
need
it
to.
still works. But
That's great.
so that's what I brought that in for you today.
What else did you bring with you, Dave?
I brought in a jacket from Titanic because I
Whoa.
worked on that movie.
Wow. Wow.
But I sort of feel like Al Bundy talking about when he was in.
Is that a movie of the Titanic or
this-
the actual Titanic?
The one from the real Titanic. I can't talk about that one, but I
okay.
have that coat at home.
Wow.
No, this one's from the Cameron film in '97.
That'll
but-
sure keep you warm if the boat's going down.
Yes. Yeah, because you'll freeze to death.
You got anything else back there?
That's it.
That's it? Well, those are great
Because
props.
I didn't know what you're going to bring up, so I just brought
Well,
in two.
There's something I would like to bring up, and maybe you know where I'm going with this, maybe you don't. Pony is probably going to know what I'm talking about. There's a certain episode of Celebrity Wife Swap. It's Roddy Piper and Ric Flair swap wives. And in one scene of the program, there's a young man who goes up to Ric Flair at a bar, and asked him for an autograph. I want to say asked him for an
How did you know
autograph.
about that?
We screen
However-
capped it, but it
Yeah.
was very blurry on YouTube.
crazy.
I'm
We
sure you
watched
all know
all
the
of the wave
scene.
swaps.
I'm sure you all know the scene. When Ric Flair's at a bar in North Carolina holding court,
Yeah,
as he does, buying the whole bar drinks.
yeah. The different people were coming up for autographs, and
Right.
Yeah.
and they thought, I guess he was, they were gonna get some of the girls in the bar, and one of them, I guess she couldn't go up or something happened, maybe the mic or something happened. And so I said, well, I'll go and ask him, because I was on the crew, so I got his autograph.
Can you believe that? You think you're seeing just some young fan asking Ric Flair for an autograph. It was a plant.
It's my personal second favorite wife swap episode
Really?
ever. Yeah.
Well, they
First
were
being the
great.
Big Ange episode, which
Really?
is amazing. Yeah, but
Really? Well, they were
second
all
favorite.
good.
We actually looked through it. We saw you, and then we tried to screen cap it. It was
It
kind of
was
blurry.
tough. It was a tough
Yeah,
one.
it was a tough one.
Well, Dave, those
I
are
didn't
some
even
great stories.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure everybody at home is like, wow, that's like his high school football stories.
Well, I loved every second of it. I'm sure the audience did too.
All right, good. Thank you.
So that was great, Dave.
Well, thanks.
Well, we'll see
All
you a little
right,
bit later
see you
tonight.
later.
That was great.
Have a great one, everyone. Thank you.
Dave Casella, everyone. Now up next, as Karen was mentioning earlier, we've gone through some tough times lately in America. What we could use right now, I think, is a couple laughs. Right? Who's
I
with me?
agree.
Yeah.
Well, up here to provide a couple of those laughs, we have a stand-up comedian who's friends with one of my roommates. Omid Singh.
Cool. My name's Omid. I smoke weed.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Legal now.
know,
Legal in California.
Legal weed. The first person to die from smoking weed, that title is still up for grabs. So is first female president. That's also available. So whichever one you want to do, you go ahead and do it. I hung out at a Radio Shack a lot as a kid, and I think it shows. I'm sick. Every time I look up what I have, it leads to dementia. If you're wondering what leads to dementia, I have no sense of smell. Boom. Dementia. No short-term memory. You got dementia. Being woke. Dementia.
My grandpa had dementia.
Your grandma had dementia? I knew that. I didn't know that, but I feel like that's what somebody with
That's right.
dementia
You go
would
ahead.
say. I don't think my mom doesn't love me. My mom doesn't love me. You know how I know my mom doesn't love me? She gives me side hugs.
Ooh.
My mom
It's
hugs.
true.
It's
Ladies
true.
do that.
My mom hugs me like she owes me money and she doesn't want to talk to me. Or she doesn't love me. One or the other. All right, a couple more and then I'm out of here. What happened to the cow's best friend?
What happened?
He moved.
Oh!
Good one.
Waka waka.
My friend sneezed while she was eating. I guess she bit off more than she could chew.
Oh!
Thank you very much. For
Oh,
having
me.
me.
Oh, me. Oh, me. Oh, me. Oh, me. Oh, me. Oh, that was great. What did you think about that, Karen?
I thought he was great.
What was your favorite joke of all of them?
I think his joke about his mom hugging
Yeah, that
him
was-
only when she owes him money. That one was good.
Which one
I
did?
thought it was good.
I laughed so hard I cried. I
Wow.
need a tissue.
Well, that was great. Well, let's keep the laugh train rolling.
Okay.
Up next, this guy's friends with Omid, and he's my actual roommate. Not just friends with my roommate. Well, he's the one Omid is friends with. This is Robbie Kirkhoff.
Yeah.
This is my roommate. roommate, everybody. My roommate.
Yeah.
Let's see. I grew up in a very Christian household growing up. That should make sense. And my mom is obsessed with the Rapture. If you don't know what the Rapture is,
The band.
it's Rapture the band. If you
band.
if you don't know what the Rapture is,
Big
it
fan.
is a Christian belief that the good Lord baby Jesus is going to come back again and suck everybody back up, all the good Christians back up to heaven. And my mom's obsessed with this, and she can't wait for it to happen. She's just waiting for Jesus.
Uh-huh.
And just like Karen. And my mom one day, she pulled me aside. She said, Robbie, I have something very important to talk to you about. I don't know. She said, Robbie, I know you're not a very good Christian anymore, and you don't really believe in the Lord that much. But me and your dad were talking, and we were thinking that we would like for you to have a way to access all of our bank account information for when the rapture happens. My mom said that to me, you guys, not just some person on the street. My mom, if you weren't paying attention, my mom pretty much just said, hey Robbie, you and our whole family takes a fun family road trip up to heaven, and we're going to leave you down here. We want to give you some walking around money. That's what we want to do.
So after the rapture party at Robbie's house.
After the rapture party at my house,
And
courtesy
what
of
is
mom.
What is that bank account information, Robbie?
It's private. All right. Let's see. I think I'm too old to go to raves. The last rave that I went to, it was just, I'm just too old. I got a cramp during the buildup of a song. Like, so if you're like at it, like just just cramping my, and kids were coming up to me and going, "What are you on, man? What do you got?" I'm like, "It's cramps. I got cramps. Ow, ow. Give me where you got a dealer? Where do you get your cramps from? I'm 28. I got cramps. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Thank you. I'm very funny. Very, very funny. I think we've been talking a lot about America. I think one thing that we do need is some new police training. I think that's our thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know how they have those training like facilities where it's a shooting range. It'll be like a hostage situation, and don't shoot the little girl, shoot the guy holding the little girl. I think they should have a new one where it's just all black people with their hands raised, and if you shoot anybody, you don't pass. You don't get to be a police officer. If you shoot one person, you're off.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you. Karen Centerfold agrees.
Totally, I agree.
Thank you. I have one last thing for you guys before I get out of here. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody and you're wearing the pants? Like, how do you decide who wears the pants? You know, like, I don't know how you guys decide who wears the pants. You can't just send your other partner to the grocery store with no pants on. That's not like very fair thing to do in the relationship, sending somebody outside with no pants. It doesn't work. Sometimes you can maybe you could try like a 3-legged pant thing. Like one person puts pant in, one leg in each pant. That doesn't work. You're going to fall over. That's a bad relationship. You're not going to go anywhere. I think the only way to decide really who wears the pants is you got to Rochambeau. You got to rock, paper, pants. Pants wins every time. Why would you pick anything besides pants?
Who wears the pants?
I wear the pants.
Who wears the pants?
I wear the mother pants.
Who wears the pants?
Thank you guys very much. Give it up for my roommate, Matthew Teardrop, Karen Centerfold, Rap Girl. Happy holidays. Mwah, bye,
Robbie. Well, that was great, everybody. What did you think about that one, Karen?
I thought it was good, but I think I should get him loaded on psilocybin and
Oh,
talk to
I'm
him
in the
about
same boat
taking-
as you.
and talk to him
I've been
about-
saying that since the day I met him.
and talk to him
Psilocybin.
about-
Let's get him
I'll
loaded.
put him on psilocybin and maybe talk to him about having him take down his belt strap, and that'll make him the boss.
Well, speaking of belt straps, we got a really great musical guest coming up tonight. How we doing on time, Mouse? We're good? We got a great music. Oh, we're doing great. We got a great musical combo coming up. Oh, that's weird. That's just happened already. But, all right. I was just looking at that screen. That's like already just happened, and
You
now.
already told us about that, yeah.
Oh, they told us.
Yeah.
I just noticed. I know they told us, but anyway, we got this great musical act. They're really tearing up the Northwest Pacific Coast area. They're two guys I know and love. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Quijano and Gibbons, the Nashville Brothers.
That's the best.
just rolled in all the way from Bakersfield, California, just to be with y'all this evening.
That's right. We were wrapping up our annual national Nashville Brothers Down Home Heartland for the Holidays Christmas Carolyn Tour.
What was that?
The
annual
national Nashville Brothers Down Home Heartland for the Holidays
Christmas Carolyn
Tour. Okay. Thanks. That's right. We figured we'd really wrap it up though by coming here and playing an original number that we made last year somewhere in Arizona.
It's no Frosty the Snowman or anything like that, but it is our humble contribution to the great annals of Jewish Christmas music.
Jewish Christmas music?
Yeah.
Well, I've always understood it that Christmas is a real wholesome Christian holiday.
Well, I'm not saying that you're wrong. And to say nothing of the whole pagan origins of the entire thing. But, strictly musically speaking, half thereabouts of the most popular Christmas tunes of all time were written and composed by Jewish folks.
Name 5.
5?
5. Half of them, surely you could think of 5.
That's sloppy, man. Let It Snow, Sammy Cohen. Winter Wonderland, Felix Bernhardt. Christmas Song, Robert Levinson. Silver Bells, Jacob Levinson. And Sleigh Ride, Michael Pashalinski of Lithuania.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, I just don't know what to say.
It's a magnificent corpus, nonetheless. Probably just get to it.
That sounds great.
Late one eve on a starry night, in a gay and silvery season, children dreaming of a fa-la-la, but never mind the reason. Sleigh bells singing from Santa's sleigh, let us know he's on his way. Friends together with a fire near, while outside snow is falling. Halls all decked in a Yuletide cheer, mistletoe and holly, bringing lovers old and new. Well, I like Christmas. How about you? Merry this and that. Hey, look, Santa's back again, my old friend. So wintry, wonderful night, wintry, wonderful night. There's snowman in the front yard, snowman in the backyard, the snowman in the streets. They gotta beat the heat. Wintry, winter, wonderful. It's a wintry, 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 wonderful night. The snowman in the street, they've gotta beat the heat.
wrapping it up here, right, Ben? Yeah. Can we get everybody up here to do the Saturday Night Live closing? All right, let's get everybody. You too, Mouse.
Oh wow, yeah.
You know how they had Saturday Night Live.
It's great. It was great.
It's been a crazy week. You two, get up here, Mouse. You gotta get up here. We can just imagine if Mouse is up here.
God bless us all, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Good one, Gibbon.
The Matthew Teardrop Show.
Thanks,
Hope you keep up your subscription to Project Alpha. How are we looking on episode 2, Ben? What do you think?
I hope so.
Well, promising news. Promising news. Thank you. And good night.